spoke about that he shouldn't have.
Oh.
Because it's a time and a place for everything. I'm not gonna say he's right and I'm not gonna say he's wrong. But it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing.
I want to come out and try to fool you. And the Dum Dum of the Day award goes to Manny Pacquiao.
Look, I'm one of those people that say, you know what? Manny Pacquiao should retire. But it's not because he's old. It's because he got nothing left to prove.
Floyd Mayweather has never been one to hold back his thoughts, especially when it comes to his longtime rival Manny Pacquiao. After new training footage surfaced of the 46-year-old Pacquiao hitting the mitts and showcasing his trademark speed, Mayweather was quick to respond. He looks slow, the undefeated boxing legend remarked, sparking fresh debate among fans about whether the Filipino icon still has what it takes in their ring, with talk of a possible exhibition match or comeback bout swirling Mayweather's blunt. If you like this, please subscribe Punch Vista and click the bell icon for more latest and interesting videos.
Manny Pacquiao is negotiating with Barrios to fight at 147. No tears. I haven't heard one tear. So guess what? Since we know that Mario Barrios and Manny Pacquiao has been in serious negotiations, let me ask you, is it a good fight? Mario Barrios versus Tank Davis at 147. Yes, it is. That fight was a struggle. And if Mario Barrios wasn't weight drained with the rehydration clause at 140, think about 147, Tank going up from 135 to 147. Yeah, y'all, no, shoe program. Because Mario Barrios was winning every round leading up right before he got knocked down. You fight Mario Barrios at 147, it may be a different story. I'm not saying that Mario Barrios wins. I'm saying that Mario Barrios is more comfortable at 147, way bigger than Gervonta Tank Davis. What is he, 5'10", 5'11"? All right, Gervonta Tank Davis never only fought at 140 once, never fought at 147. Move up from 135 to 147. Y'all know it's a tough fight.
Reaction has only added fuel to the fire to understand the weight of Mayweather's comment. One must revisit the rich and complex history between these two iconic fighters. Both dominated the sport in the 2000s and early 2010s, with Pacquiao earning a reputation for his ferocious punching power and relentless pace, while Mayweather built his legacy on untouchable defense and ring intelligence. Their much-anticipated fight took place on May 2, 2015. After years of failed negotiations dubbed the fight of the century, it ultimately disappointed some fans due to its tactical nature and lack of explosive action. Mayweather won by unanimous decision, further cementing his undefeated legacy and asserting that Pacquiao could not solve the defensive puzzle he posed. Even after their clash, the rivalry never cooled off. Pacquiao blamed a shoulder injury for his performance, while Mayweather repeatedly mocked Pacquiao's excuses both have since teased. A rematch several times, but nothing has materialized yet.
What caused it?
He was holding, so he wouldn't stop. Floyd was boxing him up, yeah. So Floyd is just piecing him up. So Floyd, even at 46, he's the greatest of all time. And this kid is really an MMA fighter. He's a tough guy. He caught Floyd a couple times, some little shots. But mostly he's just getting boxed up, right? Boxed up by literally the greatest boxer of all time. But he was holding on quite a bit and wouldn't let go and was trying to hold and clinch and hit, which is something like right here, which is something you can do in MMA. So he's protecting himself from Floyd, but he's not letting go. And so Kenny Bayless gets tired of him not listening and not letting go, and he pushes him off and he says, that's it, I'm stopping this fight. That's it. You won't listen to me, I am calling this fight. So he goes crazy and gets away from Kenny Bayless and just starts wailing punches at Floyd. Look at this, Floyd catches him with a counter right there, bang.
Fought against Manny Pacquiao, you fought against Floyd Mayweather. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest puncher, what would you rate both fighters?
We all know that Mayweather is not known for a big punch. It stings, it stings, yes. I would have to say they're about the same. It's funny because I didn't feel Pacquiao's punch. I didn't do anything to me, so I didn't really feel his punch, They punch the same. The only difference is that Pacquiao has the ability to really maybe knock you out, but he's got to land that perfect punch. And Pacquiao's more of a, he doesn't have that good timing like Mayweather.
What about speed?
Speed, it's different. It's different speed because Mayweather is a guy who, for one, fast shot. Boom. Pacquiao is. He'll throw 4, 5, 6, 7 punches and fast. I think both guys might be the same. I would have to go with Pacquiao.
In April 2025, footage emerged on social media showing Manny Pacquiao training at Wildcard Gym in Los Angeles under the watchful eye of a longtime trainer, Freddie Roach. The clip featured Pacquiao hitting the mitts, working the speed bag, and performing footwork drills. Despite his age, Pacquiao appeared sharp, throwing rapid combinations and demonstrating reflexes that would embarrass most boxers half his age, fans, and boxing analysts. Alike praised his conditioning, with many commenting that Pacquiao seemed ageless and still dangerous. However, Mayweather wasn't impressed after being shown the video during a promotional event. Floyd smirked and delivered a cutting remark. He looked slow, that ain't the same. Manny Mayweather's reaction wasn't surprising to those familiar with his personality throughout his career. He's made a habit of downplaying opponents and delivering cold assessments sometimes to provoke, other times to assert superiority, but with Pacquiao the tension is different. It's not just professional, it's deeply personal. Manny Pacquiao, the legendary Filipino boxer and the only 8-division world champion in boxing history, is set to make a remarkable return to the ring at the age of 46 after retiring in 2021 following a unanimous decision. Lost to Yordenis Ugas. Pacquiao has announced plans to challenge Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight title in July 2025. This comeback fight is particularly significant as Pacquiao won his first world title, the WBC Flyweight Championship, in 1998 by knocking out Chachai Sasakol in the 8th round.
What's the next fight you're working?
You're going working now,
Where? Oh, you going to New York? No, I'm saying, you know, I told someone that he's one of the main coaches here, and they said, why is Roberts Gardner a coach? They thought he was the guy. No, I'm serious. Someone thought that you were the Gardner guy.
Fuck no.
Blas?
Yeah, no, someone, seriously, one of the boxing reporters. No, Blas. I said, no, he's not. Yeah, of course, he's a legend. Where is he?
What is yours?
The firefighter.
They thought it was
Because they saw the videos and they got confused. Oh, Mikey's here. Who's the guy with Mikey?
I don't know.
Who's the guy with Mikey? Okay, really quick. Manny Pacquiao. It looks like he's fight Barrios July 19th. Who wins?
Pacquiao.
Mario Barrios has rapidly ascended the welterweight ranks, capturing the WBC welterweight title and positioning himself for a high-profile bout against boxing legend Manny Pacquiao. Barrios secured the interim WBC welterweight title with a commanding victory over Yordenis Ugas in September 2023, a fight in which he knocked Ugas down twice and won by unanimous decision. This win was particularly significant as Ugas had previously defeated Pacquiao in 2021, marking the Filipino icon's last professional fight before retirement following Terence Crawford's move to the super welterweight division. The WBC elevated Barrios to full champion status. Barrios has since expressed enthusiasm about the possibility of facing Pacquiao, stating, "I'm very excited at the possibility of this fight being made. Manny Pacquiao is a future Hall of Famer, a legend, and someone I looked up to growing up. To share the ring with him would be an honor and a dream come true." Pacquiao, now 46, is set to return to the ring after a 4-year hiatus, aiming to reclaim a world title. Despite concerns about his age and the physical demands of boxing, Pacquiao remains confident in his abilities, citing his 2019 victory over Keith Thurman. As evidence of his enduring skill, the matchup between Barrios and Pacquiao represents a clash between youth and experience, with Barrios seeking to solidify his status as a champion and Pacquiao aiming to add another chapter to his storied career. The fight is expected to draw significant attention, blending the excitement of a rising star with the legacy of a boxing legend. The matchup between Manny Pacquiao and Mario Barrios has garnered significant attention within the boxing community, eliciting a range of opinions from experts and fans alike. WBC President Mauricio Sulaiman has expressed strong support for the bout, highlighting Pacquiao's legendary status and the precedent of former champions making successful comebacks, Sullivan stated, "I do like the idea very much. I think Pacquiao can beat any fighter or be competitive with any fighter today." This endorsement underscores the WBC's willingness to sanction the fight, recognizing Pacquiao's enduring appeal and competitive spirit. Pacquiao's advisor, Sean Gibbons, also views the fight as a viable opportunity. He described Barrios as the perfect fighter for Pacquiao.
We have Sean Gibbons here, Manny Pacquiao's right-hand man, advisor, head of MP Promotions. Sean, I know you spent a lot of time with Manny Pacquiao over recent weeks and months. There's a lot of conversations about Manny's comeback. What is the latest that you could offer and the update around the potential matchup with Mario Barrios?
Well, the latest is Manny's fighting an exhibition on the 28th in Japan. So, you don't really look past that. But if he's successful there, Mario Barrios, we've talked about Conor Benn, which I believe was a great fight. That would have been a tremendous fight. We could have done it in England. We could have done it in the U.S. We could have done it in Riyadh season. But the fact that he wasn't able to come off the suspension, that put the brakes on that. So that brought us to Mario Barrios. He's the WBC world champion. Manny's first belt ever, many years ago, was a WBC belt. So I think it would have been a great story and a very winnable fight for Manny. So again, over the next month or so, we'll either be able to make these fights or we won't. That is definitely on the target.
Noting that it's a 50 fight, but a very winnable fight for Manny, Gibbons emphasized that Barrios' style could align well with Pacquiao's strengths, suggesting that the matchup is both competitive and favorable for the veteran boxer. Some viewed Mayweather's comment as a sign of insecurity, suggesting he's trying to maintain his legacy by discrediting Pacquiao's resurgence. Others interpreted it as a fair critique. After all, at 46, no fighter can move like they did in their prime. Former champion Timothy Bradley weighed in saying, "Look, Floyd's not wrong. Manny has lost step, but he's still better than most active fighters." While Mayweather has comfortably retired except for a few exhibition bouts against influencers and MMA fighters, Pacquiao has taken a different path. After his 2021 loss to Yordenis Ugas, briefly retired to focus on his political career in the Philippines. But his return to training has prompted rumors of a comeback, whether in a competitive setting or a lucrative exhibition. Athletically, Pacquiao's body has held up remarkably well. He's never been known for an undisciplined lifestyle, and his commitment to conditioning is legendary. Still, reflexes dull withage, and recovery slows the training footage, and Mayweather's reaction have reignited speculation about a rematch. Both fighters have flirted with the idea in 2018. They met at a music festival in Tokyo and teased fans with a face-off video. Though Floyd has often dismissed the idea publicly, the financial allure is undeniable. Their first fight generated over $600 million even in their 40s. A rematch could be a massive pay-per-view draw, especially if marketed correctly. Two legends.
We have a chance to have a rematch.
Of course, if I was Manny Pacquiao, would I be chasing Floyd Mayweather to do an exhibition to get a good payday? Absolutely I will.
I can say that more action than compared to the first one, because the first one, we know the fact that I have injury on my shoulders.
There's no blueprint on how to beat Floyd Mayweather.
He's older than me.
When we talk about Hall of Famer, he's a Hall of Famer. But nobody has the remedy on how to beat Floyd Mayweather. Where Manny had a great career, but boxing retired Manny. Manny didn't retire from boxing.
I'm still young, so what I have done and accomplished in boxing, I think it's one of a kind, because to get a different weight division is not...
One last time, sources close to Pacquiao claim he's open to the idea, especially if it takes place in the Middle East or Asia, where he enjoys massive support. Mayweather, known for choosing his moments, wisely might consider it, but only if the financials are right and their risks are low. Freddie Roach, Pacquiao's legendary trainer, responded to Mayweather's comment in a recent interview. "Floyd can say what he wants, he's earned that right. But I see Manny every day in the gym. Is he as fast as he was at Tabuno? But he's smarter, more efficient, and still a nightmare for most fighters." Roach also hinted at Pacquiao's future plans. We're not trying to go after a world title, but there are options on the table: exhibitions, charity bouts, maybe even a fun fight. In Saudi or Dubai, the reaction to Pacquiao's training video and Mayweather's comment highlights boxing's complicated relationship with aging. While other sports celebrate longevity, boxing often frowns on older fighters, returning, citing health risks. However, in recent years, the boxing world has seen a resurgence of interest in older fighters making comebacks, often in the form of exhibitions or special events. These comebacks tap into nostalgia and a deep emotional connection fans have with legends of the sport. One of the most notable examples is Mike Tyson's 2020 exhibition match against Roy Jones Jr. Despite both fighters being well past their primes, the event drew millions of viewers and generated massive pay-per-view revenue, proving that fan appetite for iconic names remained strong regardless of age. Oscar de la Hoya also teased a comeback in 2021, sparking excitement among fans who remembered his golden days in the ring, though his return was derailed due to COVID-19 complications.
You seen the Mike Tyson video?
He's like 65. What?
Yes. You haven't seen? Dude.
No.
Oh, get ready for this, because he looks fucking sensational. Look at this.
Right.
You need volume so you can hear this, too. I mean, what in the
dude. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
He said on the podcast he didn't want to work out again because his ego would get fired up again. Said that in his post that my ego had been reignited. He gave a statement about it saying that like his ego has been reignited.
Good for him.
Yeah. Oh,
good for us.
He said something about how the gods of war have brought him out again. It was like really heavy duty. I think it's real recent.
Wow.
The buzz around it showed the commercial potential for such events. Similarly, Evander Holyfield stepped back into the ring at age 58, although his performance was widely criticized and raised serious questions about safety and regulation. These examples highlight a growing trend. Boxing fans are willing to pay to see their heroes again, even if it's just for an exhibition. Nostalgia sells, especially when paired with a compelling story or rivalry. Mayweather has suggested that Manny Pacquiao's potential return to the boxing ring may be financially motivated, a common scenario among retired fighters who seek one last lucrative payday. This trend often reflects the challenges athletes face in transitioning to boxing careers. Despite these concerns, Mayweather acknowledges Pacquiao's enduring skill, noting that even at 46, his game surpasses many current fighters' best performances. Pacquiao's exceptional talent, experience, and unorthodox style continue to make him a formidable opponent even if he's no longer in his prime. However, the physical risks associated with returning to elite-level competition at an advanced age are significant, especially against younger opponents. Mayweather's comments reflect both respect for Pacquiao's legacy and caution about the dangers of such a comeback. It's worth noting that Pacquiao has officially come out of retirement at age 46 to pursue a world title fight in the welterweight division. He is set to face Mario Barrios in a title contest scheduled for July with the World Boxing Council (WBC), approving his comeback under rules allowing notable former champions to request title fights after retirement. Many professional boxers face significant financial challenges, often leading them to return to the ring due to monetary necessity rather than passion. While elite fighters like Floyd Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez earn substantial sums, the vast majority of boxers struggle to make ends meet. A study highlighted that even active fighters participating in 4 8-round bouts annually might earn around $28,000 before expenses after deducting costs for trainers, managers, and training camps. Their net income can fall below minimum wage levels. These financial strains are exacerbated by the lack of union representation and standardized pay structures in boxing, leaving fighters vulnerable to inconsistent earnings and limited support. The situation isn't confined to the lower tiers of the sport. Notable champions like Mike Tyson and Joe Louis faced financial ruin despite their success in the ring. Tyson, for instance, earned over $300 million during his career.
Broke.
So I need to fight.
How much UFC fighters actually make? The average UFC fighter made $160,022 in 2021, with 42% of fighters making six figures or up. The UFC basically has three payout tiers, the lowest tier ranging from $10,000 to $30,000, the mid tier ranging from $80,000 to $250,000, and the high tier ranging from $500,000 to $3 million per fight. Keep in mind that the pay structure is 50% to show up and 50% to win, so in the lowest tier getting $10,000 to show up and $10,000 to win. And you also have the potential to win a $50,000 bonus depending on your performance.
50 G's.
50 G's.
60 G's, baby!
But even if you made the $160,000 average, fighters have a lot of expenses between the gym, management, taxes, coaching, medicals, and more.
60% of my money is already gone.
That means that 50 to 60% of your $160,000 can be gone just like that, which really reveals
but filed for bankruptcy in 2003 due to extravagant spending and poor financial management. In response to these challenges, support organizations like Ring 10 have emerged to assist retired and struggling boxers. Founded by former fighter Matt Farrago, Ring 10 provides financial aid and community support boxers facing hardships. These systemic issues underscore the need for structural reforms in boxing, including better financial education for fighters, standardized minimum purses, and support systems to ensure athletes can retire with dignity and financial stability. Pacquiao's upcoming bout against Mario Barrios is poised to generate significant publicity, marking a compelling chapter in his storied career. At 46, Pacquiao's return to challenge for the WBC welterweight title not only underscores his enduring passion for boxing, but also rekindles interest among fans and media alike. The fight's announcement has already stirred discussions across various platforms, highlighting the clash between Pacquiao's experience and Barrios' ambition. For Pacquiao, this bout offers an opportunity to reclaim a world title and further cement his legacy, especially considering his first world championship was the WBC flyweight.
Of course, we don't want permanent injury po kahit po kay Anpo, but I want him to be knocked out. But the reason why I wanted that to happen is that if Manny Pacquiao is really considering of coming back to professional boxing, I think that would be a good measurement and sign and a marketing for him when he returned to boxing.
Title in 1998, moreover. The bout's potential broadcast on major streaming services like Netflix or Amazon Prime could introduce Pacquiao to a broader, perhaps younger audience. Blending nostalgia with contemporary viewing habits, this exposure not only benefits Pacquiao's brand, but also elevates the sport's profile in the digital age. In essence, the Pacquiao-Barrios fight serves as a bridge between generations, offering a narrative-rich event that appeals to longtime boxing enthusiasts and new fans alike, thereby amplifying Pacquiao's enduring influence in the sport. What do you think about Manny Pacquiao stepping back into the ring at 46 to challenge Mario Barrios? For the WBC welterweight title, do you see this as a legendary comeback or a risky move? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.